Nikita, we need you. You ready?
I like weed. I really, really, really like weed. So much that if the moment arrived, I'd gladly beat your ass for one bowl. Even though you're my brother, I like weed. I like buds, I even like the leaves. Though stems and seeds bum me out, I still have to say I like weed. I like weed. I really, really, really like weed. So much that if the moment arrived, I'd gladly beat your ass for one bowl.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Between Two Strains. I'm Nikita Lion. Today, we have a legend and a pioneer in our show. She's an amazing singer, songwriter, guitarist, and activist. Please give a warm welcome to Melissa Etheridge.
Hey.
How are you?
Oh, I'm so good. Happy to be here.
Awesome.
You got a great setup here.
Thank you. I know, right? Nothing better than being like...
Between all the strains, yes.
Exactly, right? First question, as a musician and a longtime cannabis activist, how do you bring together music and medical marijuana in your career?
Well, that happened really naturally. I actually was kind of well, my friends used to say rock stardom was wasted on me because I did not get involved with many drugs when I was younger, or even drinking. I was just kind of, I was way into my music and writing, and I kind of, walked the straight and narrow. I would, occasionally, socially, I wouldn't say no to cannabis, but it wasn't until I was diagnosed 12 years ago with breast cancer, and I went through the excruciating process of chemotherapy and radiation. And it was when I started that my friend, actually my good friend David Crosby, said, Melissa, you have to go medical marijuana. You have to get some cannabis. And I realized when I did my first chemo and I left, the doctor said, okay, here's the pill for the pain, here's the pill for the constipation you're going to get when you take the pill for the pain, and here's this, and he gave me like 5, and I said, no thank you, and I put those away, and I started smoking. And it was the first time I had smoked just to be normal, just not for recreation. And I realized during that whole process, it was a 3-month process, that cannabis is such good medicine, and it really opened my eyes, opened my thoughts. So when I came out on the other end, I said, I have to work to make this available to everyone, because I can't imagine anyone going through this. And so I just used my musical platform that I have to start speaking about medicinal cannabis.
Your innovations with cannabis culture are truly amazing. You have a line of actually marijuana-infused wine. It's called No Label?
No Label is the wine, yes.
K-N-O.
K-N-O, as in no label, Yes, this has a funny story, because human beings have been making cannabis wine for thousands of years. We have found, in biblical times, we found clay jars that have wine and cannabis in it. So we know that it has been infused before. And infusing wine is not a new thing with herbs, with many different kinds of herbs, cannabis being one. And this was something that some of the wine growers in California were doing on the side for their own personal enjoyment. Well, I happened to taste one of those ones and went, wait a minute, you guys, this is such an amazing product. And it's actually, as far as medicinally, we call these wine tinctures.
Okay.
Because a tincture is medicine that is put in alcohol. And usually it's a little bit of alcohol, usually it's that. But this is a very expensive alcohol that we actually put the wine. So legally, it's medicinally in wine tincture. We are working through many, the loopholes, the regulations, the things to get this actually, when recreational comes, to get this to be able to. Now, when you mix your alcohol and your cannabis, it's everybody gets all nuts. So we'll see how this
Really?
goes. But not nuts as in
Well, I was
you
about
drink
to
it in nuts.
oh.
No. Nuts as in you can't sell alcohol and cannabis
Oh,
sort
right.
of thing.
That's
That's the nuts.
the nuts.
Actually,
Okay.
this is a cold infusion. So the THC is not released. So this is put into the process when the grapes are fermenting, when the juice is being fermented and made, we infuse. So otherwise it would ruin the taste if you heated it up in any way.
Right.
So what you get is more of your CBD, more of your, there's some THCA
and
that's
CBDA.
yeah,
Right.
And those sort of things get released. So if you don't like the edibles because they make you woo woo,
Right.
this
It's more of a non-psychoactive kind of.
that's exactly what this is.
Right.
But boy, when you get the feeling of the wine and the cannabis, it's one glass will settle you, will just give you such relief that some people actually they prefer this as their medicine because it's something that they can have at the end of the day that makes them really, really nice. But this is just one of my favorite, and the wine that we use is from the Coupe Vineyards, and it's just delicious and amazing. And the big bottles are kind of expensive, but I have brought a small white that we should actually enjoy.
I would love to.
Okay, shall we?
Please
Look,
reach into the hat.
pull into the
There's
hat.
one.
Look how that is one.
And then there's another.
Yes, and you have a. Oh, now I'm going to let you do this because
Okay. Does this
I'm
look
awful. That looks really. I had one of those once. Do
Let's
you
hope
know?
I
Do you know
this.
what you're doing?
I hope I know what I'm doing.
Okay,
No. I was instructed tight grip.
there you go. Tight grip and they go boom and out. Yeah,
Yeet.
I'm impressed. Come on. Yeah.
We did it.
Nice. Now, when you
Back in the hat.
smell it, you're going to smell the cannabis, which is really interesting. You're like, oh my gosh, but you can't taste it really. It doesn't taste like cannabis. It tastes like a very good wine. Not quite as chilled as I would like it to be, but you'll still
wine,
enjoy
I
it.
would say.
See, this is a Marsanne, which is
Cheers.
Here's to legalization.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Indeed. So you get just a kind of a
Oh wow.
yeah.
Wow.
It's good stuff, huh?
That's amazing.
He said it himself.
This is good. This is going to be. Oh my God.
I know.
This changes the wine game
Completely. I know. I'm so excited about it. It's a long road
Oh
with
my
this,
God.
but the road's gonna be worth it. It's absolutely gonna be worth it.
What strains do you like, and where do you currently get your medicine?
Well,
actually?
I currently get my medicine in a lovely place called Coast to Coast.
Oh, really?
Which, because my dispensary is in Santa Cruz, I can't always get that up there. We're working on, delivering stuff.
Right.
But Coast to Coast, I have found, is just, it's so clean. Everyone there is knowledgeable. Everyone that works there is nice. The strains are amazing. Kushishima, you don't get much better than Kushishima, I'm telling you right now. And Illuminati, Kushishima, those are my favorites, sort of the indica dominant and indica stuff.
We're eagerly anticipating your next cover album, too.
The Stax record. Thank you for talking about that. That's going to come out in October.
Okay.
It's I call it a reimagining. It's a cover album.
Okay.
Of Stax covers, which if you know Stax Records, which you might not because you're a young boy, but it's back in the 60s and 70s. The artist, it was in Memphis, and it was one of the first racially integrated, one of the only racially integrated record industries, business company, and artists like Otis Redding, Staple Singers, Wilson Pickett, Sam and Dave, all those great. You'll hear the songs. You'll I know that song.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's sort of where I feel rock and roll was born.
Okay.
So so I'm doing that, and that's coming out in October. It's going to be a great tour and fun. Definitely look for that. If you just love music, you're going to love that.
That's great. We tried the wine.
Yes, we did.
tried
We
your
smoked a
joints.
smoke.
I have my own kind of little.
What are you going to pull out of your hat?
I don't know. You guys have, I don't know, what'd you say, the down days?
Done days.
Done days.
Look at that.
So I have this. And I mean,
Little something.
we were really,
I have so many comments, and I'm just not going to just...
you can start with one. One would be good.
What have you got?
Okay, well,
So you
this is
Googled
actually
the-
your favorite around
okay.
it, actually. This
Okay,
is
yeah.
all Kushishima
Oh, right on.
around it.
Right on.
And then in the middle, I think we have a little bit of Sasquatch sap, and then some OG, a little combination of OGs that we do here, and then some Kraken crumble throughout it.
You could call
know?
it the Etheridge roll.
We could.
See, I want my own
The
thing.
Etheridge. Can we get it a Melissa on it?
Yeah,
please?
right. Just I want it written in actually. What do you even call that? You just call that a joint?
I don't know what
Isn't
you
there
would
like a
call it after
special
this.
name for some?
Not really.
There's no tobacco in here, is there?
No, no, absolutely
Because
not.
that always just makes me
Fucks
crazy.
me
Like in
off.
Europe, I asked for a pre-roll in Amsterdam, and you take a hit, and you're like,
Yeah. Oh, no,
because
no.
it's tobacco. It's horrible.
You know what was funny is the first time that I actually went to Amsterdam, my friend and I got off the plane, this long flight, finally get to the coffee shop. We're like, great, we can finally smoke. Thank God. We buy an eighth. We grind the entire eighth.
You have to do everything.
Yeah,
they
the
just bring
entire
it to you. Yeah.
The entire thing.
Wow.
Roll this big. Basically, I used their king size joints. I connected two of them. They were. People in the coffee shop, it was a full coffee shop, were looking at me like I was a crazy person. Like I was some kind of enormous drug addict or something. And I mean, like the most judgmental eyes I've ever seen from
and they're
anybody.
sitting in the coffee
and then,
shop.
Yeah, and then I roll up this big joint and they're like, I'm like, fuck, thank God. And I pass it to my friend, he's like, oh my God, thank God. You know, and then he's like, well, I'm sitting next to this guy, hey, do you want some? And he's like, you know, just like, no, like absolutely, absolutely
No,
not.
you
We don't
crazy
do that
American.
here. Like you're
Yeah.
hotboxing the entire coffee shop.
Exactly. They smoke it with tobacco. They cut. No, I'm so good.
Okay. I'll try and finish it.
You know, don't. I don't want to know. Well, good. We can sit and talk about my childhood or something.
Oh, well,
Now that we've had a smoke.
or mine.
Or yours. I
Either
bet
way.
that's interesting.
No, you have no idea. Well, it's been an honor to have you here.
My pleasure.
We've tried basically just about everything, I think,
Yes,
under the sun that we
we've
could
done
make
it.
with cannabis.
Now we're gonna go take a nap.
Yeah, I'm about ready. I'm about ready.
Nap time.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. You guys have been amazing. You're wonderful. Thank you for letting me talk about the product.
Oh, my pleasure.
There's
And-
more to come. Etheridge Farms on its way. It will be released soon. We're a little pre-Etheridge Farms right now,
Sweet.
but it's coming.
All right. We're looking forward to it.
Thank you.
you so much. Now this song is done, so excuse me while I smoke some weed. Bon solo.